Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you may be. We're back again. Stamp collecting is fun, and we're all gathered round this. When I say we, well, I am. We're gathered round for part two of what I did yesterday, which was have a look at some stamps and just basically show the order in which they are, etc., etc. Anyway, since then I've done further work. I've added one or two tags on the particular series, and as you can see here, we got one there. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and 4. So set of 4 and the year 1980, and that's what I've done with all the sets. And I thought we'd just go through, because I sort of skipped through yesterday. I didn't really know what was going on with them. But it's also interesting to know which stamp you're missing, and also which particular title that you're looking for when you go onto eBay or Hip Stamps or wherever you get your stamps from, to fill out your gaps. So we'll have a look at these London landmarks. This is Bug House there, somewhere there. I'm doing it again. Hampton Court and Westminster Abbey. British Cattle, set of 5, of which I've got 3. Bully, more bully. Can't beat a bit of bully. So turn over. I was wondering what's going on here. Well, it turns out to be Urban Renewal. And now I've fast forwarded to 1984. Where I was getting these stamps from were slightly mixed up, so there are some jumps around. Europa set of 4, of which I've got 2. Set of 4 Greenwich Meridian, set of 4, I have 3. So it's all very exciting stuff. I'm now able to sort of identify which stamp I would be missing by looking at here. First, Mail Coach. So, an attack on the Exeter Mail in 1816. That looks like a rainy day, doesn't it? Norwich Express. The Edinburgh Mail. Snowbound. The original Bath Mail Coaching, 1784. That's a long old time ago. And Holyhead to Liverpool Mail, 1828. So a set of 5. I have all 5 of those. Here we got the 50th anniversary of the British Council. Don't know what the British Council is, but it looks like work and hard work for me, and I don't really want to do it. Set of 4, 1984. So you get the idea. These little tags are tidying up what can be described as a collection, and identifies what is missing, which one is missing. So let's do that. What have we got here? Okay, let's have a look at say 84. So we've got 4 of them here. To 84. So we've got a set of 5 here. So we've got Mary, Joseph, and the Lord Jesus. And here we have what looks like a shepherd. Another shepherd boy. A king. So what is missing? Well, it's Our Lady, Virgin and Child. So they've all actually got a little title. The Holy Family. Arrival in Bethlehem. Ah, yes, of course. Shepherd and Lamb. Virgin and Child. Offering of frankincense. So the frankincense one I have got, I'm missing the Virgin and Child. So, I could basically go on eBay if I was desperate enough to do it. I'll wait. I'll have to check my other collections, my other albums, to see if I have the particular stamp. But you get the idea. It tidies it up a little bit, makes it easier to manage. Some trains here, famous trains even. Flying Scotsman, Golden Arrow, Royal Scot, Cornish Riviera. And we have insects. So I was saying stingy things and bumbling things. Yes, also have a set of 5. And I have all 5. So that's quite nice. A set of 4, 350 years of the Royal Mail, set of 4, 1985. So we have 2 here. And I've added 2 because this has got a little tag on it. It says sheet value £1, though it's probably more than £1. Probably £17. So yeah, but I've got the complete set of those, and it's nice for that to, to be there. It gets a little bit tighter as we go on. Arthurian Legends set of 5. I've only got 1. Peter Sellers, Charles Chaplin, don't know who that is, Alfred Hitchcock. Set of 5, I've got 4. But you get the idea, set of 5 here of the Christmas, Happy Christmas. I've got those, the pantomime, Christmas pantomime, industry year. Halley's Comet. So there are arty versions of what Halley's Comet will be. It comes round once in a lifetime, they reckon, so 70 odd years, 70 years and 10. Endangered species. Barn owl. Barns are being knocked down everywhere, so yes, replaced by housing. Well, they've got to live somewhere. Nature conservation here. Species at risk, wildcat. Felis sylvestris. The wildcat, does it still exist in Britain? I think it probably does. The Doomsday Book, which of course was a Norman invention. What it did was it replaced, what it did was the first Doomsday Book. Every name was taken of ownership of land, and then it was done 20 years later, and the whole of the names of people owning the land had changed from Saxon to Norman, English to French. Here we have Commonwealth Games, set of 5, of which I've got all 5. Running, rowing. Don't know what that is. Shooting, hockey. Royal Wedding, 2 of those. Just different values and a bit deeper, different colour at the base. Parliamentary Conference, just a single stamp there. History of the RAF, set of 5. I have 4 of them. So there's one missing. Christmas customs. Yeah, I mentioned this yesterday, the 12p and the 13p. Just be careful with that. You have to be careful because they can be sneaky, these male people. Flowers, all 3. Flower photos by Alfred Lammer. Set of 4 from 87. So we're into 87 and maths of Isaac Newton, set of 4. The apple, that landed on his head. And I don't know what's going on with that. Architects. So architect year, British architects. British architects in Europe, I think. British architects in Europe, Stirling and Wilford, Stuttgart. St John's Ambulance, which does great work at sporting events. It's volunteers, usually retired ambulance or nurses, people. Order of the Thistle. Set of 4. I'm not 100% sure that belongs to it, because it says College of Arms. So I think that, for example, is an example of what must be made an example of and taken out and put in its appropriate sample. Okay, enough of that. Queen Vic accession to the throne as a young lady. We saw these as a set of 4. I have all 4. Studio Pottery. Yeah, we have potters around here. Brookhouse Pottery, very good indeed. Here we've got Christmas, set of 5, so one short, and Linnean Society, set of 4, of which I've got all 4. I don't know what that is. It's from 1988, and this is from 1788 to 1983. Did that society fold then? It looks nature, doesn't it? We talked about these before. Set of 4, Welsh Bible, William Morgan, and others. Sports organisations. Set of 4, I've only got the 2. Seems a strange stamp for sports. Sports stamps are usually more photographic in some way. Transport. So this was transport by train, by boat, by tram. Australia, I believe this is Australian bicentenary. So the 200th year of Australia as we know it today. Spanish Armada, I didn't know that. So that's, again, very colourful and very painterly. Edward Lear and his nonsense poetry and writings. Very famous back in the day. The first punk, albeit in literary. Carrickfergus, set of 4, Castles, of which I've got 3. Christmas 88. These have to move. Henry VIII. And his 6 wives. No, 7. Set of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wives and 1 master, as it should be. And here we have. Get a Christmas stamp. I couldn't find the year for that. I'm sure it's around somewhere. So I've got some more going on here. So Christmas 1983. Letterbox. You know, it's all Christmassy. It's all jolly England, really. British conductors. Musical conductors. Queen Mother, a single stamp, so I put single stamp there, so I'm not looking for other stamps in that series. Though there may be differentials that, you know, if you check books like these, it can tell you about differentials. Sports centenaries, which is 100 years, centenaries. Set of 4, 1981, 2, Book on My Shoe, 3, 4, Knock on the Door. So we got running, rugger, boxing, and cricket. So it's good to have the titles, because then you can tap the titles into a search engine, and you can put whatever you want in after, Safety at Sea Stamps UK 1985. Then it'll give you, well, I've got all 4 in this case, but say this one here, set of 4, music year, water music. I've only got the 3, so 1985, and what is missing would come up, and you'd be able to see College of Arms. Yeah, so that one I had earlier belongs in here. And finally, Stamp Exhibition 1980. Let's just go back. Let's see if we can go back. Order of the Thistle is set of 3. We'll remove this and see if it's one of the missing ones, or have I already got it. Excuse the noise and the mess. Here we are. So have I already got it? I don't think I have, Oh, hang on. No, I have not. So from a set of 4, I had 2, and Baby makes 3. So that goes in there. College of Arms. Quincentenary. Quin being 5, so 500th year. Arms of the Earl Marshal. Arms of the City of London. And this one would be Arms of the College of Arms. Well, why not? If you're going to have a College of Arms, why not have your own coat of arms to celebrate it? Very British, very historic. 1984. And then finally, I think I've run out. Yes, and there we have it. So we'll leave it at that. That's what I was doing yesterday. I've been working a little bit more on another album, doing a similar thing, just trying to tidy them up and just have one of each rather than a whole pile of them gathering together. And I'm separating them. I hope you're having a great day. I'm going back to my stamps now, and it's nice to talk to you. Stamp collecting is fun. Bye for now.